For the record. For the record. For the record. For the record.
Oh, what?
What happened?
Oh,
All right.
there we go.
All right. All right. All right.
All right. All right. Let's make sure all these cameras are on.
Oh, we're
That's on. That's on. That's on.
frozen.
That's on. All right. Yeah, it's looking weird, huh?
Look at how slow it's moving. Look at my hand.
Yeah, that's really weird. All right,
Ask him.
Hey, is it delayed on your guys' end? Like we look like
Oh, look
robots? Huh? Oh, is it?
I forget. We're watching it.
How's it looking?
I don't know yet. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's moving frozen too.
Is it
Delayed.
really?
Yeah, look at.
Oh man. Oh man. All right, guys. Let's see. What do we do here? I don't think nothing's gonna fix it unless I actually restart it. Guys, I'm gonna restart it. I don't know if it's gonna kick you off. It might not, but if it does, come right back.
Is it freezing?
Oh wait, is it?
It looks smooth now.
Oh, did it smooth out now?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at my hand.
All right, let me see. Wave your hands in the air.
Hold on. Let's check it out. See.
Oh, it looks like it's working now. Oh, it looks smoother now?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just a little bump in the road there. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. All right. Wait. Where's the... I don't want to do this one.
Sunset's crazy. I know you'd like to be it.
What? Oh, he's here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it ain't official yet. It ain't official.
Oh.
Carl!
Bam! Now we all in.
All right. So let's get some shout outs really quick. Some people that have been here and waiting. Lisa Duran, Bread of Life, Firme Tube, Julio Valdez, Sunset Free, Endless Capabilities, Javier WW3FM, Fernando Dominguez, and Sister Sheila Skaggs. All right, this is going to be a good one. We got all kinds of topics to talk about. Want to just go into some of the subjects we're going to be talking about today, Angel?
Yeah, first of all, there was some misinformation, disinformation that was blaming one of the Rochas in being late. I just want to say, as far as that disinformation. Anyways, we're moving on. Vote.
Magnolia, hello. Empty Tomb, what up, Empty Tomb?
Bam!
Mine.
All right.
But we're going to talk about Bad Bunny and TPUSA and what came of that, how you got what we thought, what
Pros
you guys
and
think,
cons.
pros and cons, exactly. There was a lot of good back and forth. Nancy Guthrie missing in a new Ring camera footage in Arizona. Also, El Salvador's president at a prayer meeting. And then Long Beach, the mayor.
Yeah.
And, because game recognized game, right?
Yeah.
Calling gang leaders to meet him at City Hall. Was it yesterday? And yeah.
What's that old school movie in the 70s with the gangs in New York?
Gangs in New York.
No.
Oh, Warriors.
Yeah, I think he watched Warriors.
Yeah.
And just decided to go live. Anyways.
But he looked like that weird guy.
Suckers.
Warriors.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. And something about he wanted to get a glass of ice. I don't know, but I'm not sure exactly what he was talking about. And then also just a tragedy with Little John's son.
Yeah.
And,
Cholo Trucker's in here. What's up?
And then if we can get to, we wanted to be able to, see if we can get in on Candace. Good old Candace.
She's losing.
Candace.
She's taking a whole nother route of desperality.
Yeah. But
she's desperado.
Is your mic on?
Mine?
Yours. It's not metering. I know. It's plugged in.
He's censored.
Is that plugged in?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Talk once.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's moving now.
All right, how about? So now, there you go.
There you go. Okay. Why don't we start off with commercials?
Commercials?
Super Bowl commercials.
Super Bowl commercials. Okay. I got a couple of them I want to mention. Oh, thank you, Empty Tomb, for the $5 Wi-Fi. Just to remind you guys, this is how we pay our Wi-Fi here at House of Rest with the super chats, whether it's here on Let's Just Talk or our Bible studies or whatever we do when we go live. The super chats truly help us. Sometimes it's $1, $2, $5, whatever it is, it adds up and it helps us. Our internet bill is $159, $160 here every single month because, they charge more just because it's not a residence.
Because it's commercial.
Yeah, because it's commercial, they charge more. So it's $160 for the fast Wi-Fi upload. And so any dollar, any bit helps us.
Yep. And just so you know, any viewers that you're trying to lower your overall tax gross, you can give as $160 a month for internet.
Yeah.
And have a tax reduction there.
Hey, speaking of Cholo Trucker, he did give me a date when he's going to be here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be May 19th. It's a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah. What happened?
This guy over here, man, Empty Tomb says, yeah and yes, Tino. I know the Patriots suck. I'm just glad you said it, bro. I'm glad that, even though we have never shook hands yet, bro, that you understand, man. That's all that matters.
All right.
And so, Super Bowl commercials.
Well, me and Tomas were talking about the one. Well, it ended up being a beer commercial. We didn't know to the end, but with the little horse growing up with the little eagle.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
No.
It was a Budweiser commercial.
Yeah, it ended up being. They didn't say it until the end because we're all cheering. The whole church started cheering because it was so awesome.
Okay.
And then in the end, is there any way you could play? I know you can't hear sound, but we could talk through it. If you could find the
Budweiser commercial.
Budweiser horse
Super Bowl commercial.
Super Bowl.
Speaking of my brother or my sister, they sent an Instagram of Trump taking a Time cover picture
Yeah.
with holding a bald eagle.
Oh, really?
And it's Trump like this with the whole glove on and like this. And then on the top it says, you can't get more American than this. And then it's him. And then he's sitting at a desk like this. And the bald eagle is just on his little whatever, just sitting right there. So I don't know.
Is it AI or?
Did you
No,
find it?
it's a
No,
real,
real picture.
Justin,
it's
you found it?
it's a real bird.
Go ahead and play it. We could just talk through it. But guys, we don't know how to get sound on these videos. And that's why,
I can sing.
but we could see it and watch it and talk about it. Yeah. Does it let you expand? No?
Can you stretch it?
Oh, really? Play it anyway. Whatever. So you didn't see this, Angel?
No.
Yeah. So it's this little story. Well, it doesn't show that it's an eagle at first. I thought it was a little chicken.
Yeah, so did I.
But look, it's raining, and the horse comes and covers him to protect him. See? So it
Good song.
yeah, dude. So it stirs up you in the meow meow. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Is it a country song?
I don't know.
Freebird.
Do you not know Freebird by Skinner, bro?
Look,
Are you?
look. So he's riding on him, right? And look, they grow up. This is sick.
This is sick.
Oh, I can hear the song. Yeah.
Look.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's tight.
And then look, boom, it's a bald eagle.
Yeah. Bro,
So-
that's the best commercial.
And then this,
Yeah.
the whole church was cheering, and then it shows Budweiser. We had like 40 people.
No, I couldn't hear the song in the beginning. I can hear it now.
But you don't know Freebird by Skinner?
I know the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't
Yeah.
catch the first part. I couldn't hear it too well.
Oops.
And then when it hit its stride, I got it.
Cool commercial, right?
Yeah, that was tight.
That was probably my favorite commercial.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know there was a couple other. I missed one, but Tino showed me about 50 Cent.
Yeah. It was pretty low key.
It was low key for 50. You know what I mean? 50 starts off. It says,
Oh, you got the transcript?
it says, it's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. He said, some have said the king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered. But I'm done with all that.
Hold on. Do you want to play it while you read it? Since they can't hear it?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Play it.
Let me see if I can keep up with him.
Guys, we have tried everything to get sound to play on these clips, and it just doesn't. I don't know why. We can
Calling
hear
me
it.
a troll. Oh, well.
Wait, you rewinding it or?
You start over. No.
Well, he's not even in camera, is he?
Yeah, it just.
We can't see him in camera. Oh, there
Oh, yeah, it's full screen.
it is.
So I think they just did it with his voice first.
If you hit sources on the bottom, yeah, hit source and hit that. Unlock that lock. There, now stretch it out. There it is. Okay, now you can just play. Guys, unfortunately, you can't hear sound, but Tino's going to read the transcript for the commercial. Go ahead and hit play.
In his 50 Cent voice.
It's yeah. Go ahead, Tino.
He says that it's come to my attention that they're calling me a troll. Some say the king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered. But I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash or quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? Delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than a science. And then he starts doing stuff like this,
Yeah.
man. And he starts,
Talking about time.
yeah. He's all, oh, wow. I even have combs.
Get it?
And then he says,
Puffy
and then
combs.
then he plugs his Branson. He said, you know what would go good with all that? And then he plugs his brandy, right?
Yeah.
He says it's aged probably about 4 years
40
or 50
yeah.
or
48
50
months or
No, he
50
said 4
months.
years or 50 months. Who's counting? And it's hilarious, dude. And then in the very beginning of it, if you see the ABC book, that's a straight shot at Floyd Mayweather because he was saying about how Floyd Mayweather can't read.
So for people that don't understand, explain it. What this commercial is about.
So it was just another shot of 50 just being 50 and just taking his opportunity to diss everybody and just do his trolling. Exactly what he said.
You guys know that 50 Cent has a beef with Sean Puffy Combs.
Yeah.
Sean Combs. So then that's what's the point of the cheese puffs.
If you
But
don't know, go to Netflix.
But the ABC book is a direct shot at Floyd Mayweather because there was a time, in case you don't know, that he told Floyd, I'll give $750,000, Floyd, to any charity of yours that you pick if you can read me one full page of a Harry Potter book. So, man, he buzzed out that ABC book, man. Oh, dude, I was rolling, man. I had my son rolling. We were just cracking up, man. It was like we said, David, I'm more of a 50 Cent fan. I liked 50 Cent's
his
first
music was
two
cool.
albums. And, you know, he's had some good music over the years. But I can't say, like, oh, he's one of the greatest or anything like that. He's done his thing. Mixtape.
Yeah.
Mixtape, you got to admit, man, 50, nobody's done it like 50. Anyways, but 50 Cent in today's life, I'm a fan of 50 Cent, bro. That
It was
guy
funny.
is great.
Any other commercials?
Well, I was just going to say, see, when I got at 19, that would have been 97. When did 50 Cent start coming out?
Toward the end of my career,
I
sort
want
of.
to say 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was pastoring at this point.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
didn't
have
hear none
been,
of it.
I don't really know his music.
So I got saved in 04. So
Yeah.
he was just starting to really. I think his second album, I was already in prison already on the second
Massacre?
album.
It's called
Yeah, so
Massacre.
I'd never even heard it. But the first one, It's Your Birthday. Like, that's the first one, right?
Yeah, Get
That
Rich
one
or
was
Die Trying.
huge.
Yeah,
that was-
I heard, like, I had
Yeah, Get Rich or
heard
Die
the
Trying.
music.
Was it?
Yeah.
I had heard the music because I was youth pastoring.
Yeah.
So you're around young people, you're going to hear
Yeah,
the
but you're
music.
not paying attention to it.
No, exactly. I wasn't. But-
Yeah.
and so I was never a fan of his music, but I became a fan of the person
Yeah.
over the years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when he got into acting and started doing everything
Yeah.
he was doing on Stars and all that stuff, like he's taken full advantage
Yeah.
of his fame.
He's done good.
He's
His
done a-
acting's good.
He's done a lot of good stuff over his career. He likes the beef, man. He's a troller, and he knows to go ahead and start beefs with certain people because he knows that will pay both people.
Yeah.
So he's very business mindset. People
Yeah.
just need to run around with it. He's even said in different interviews how people have called him out to the side, like, yo, bro, why you running your mouth, like talking trash about me kind of thing. And that he's said, like, hey, man, I threw a pitch to you. All you had to do was say something smart back to me. We would have both got paid, but you missed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of stuff 50 did over his years, bro. So,
Yeah, because I'm unfamiliar, but as the person, I kind of grew up with him
Yeah.
as the person. But
As
I
a
really
persona.
didn't. Yeah, exactly. And so
He's very vocal.
now, yeah. And now, like to me, like if you didn't grow up listening to Ice-T,
Yeah.
oh, come on,
Yeah.
man.
you know what I'm saying? If you didn't listen growing up to Ice-T, you watched him in TV, you watched him in
Yeah.
shows, you
Like
watched
getting ready at 6 a.m.
exactly. If you don't know that,
Yeah. Did you get it?
this
Did you
is-
get that, Tino?
Yeah, I caught it.
Listening at 6
Yeah,
in the
6 in the morning.
yeah.
See how it doesn't show his face?
Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but
But you grew up with the person.
yeah.
You know, and so to me it was kind of the same thing. 50, even though I was older at the time, I just wasn't familiar with it. But I have learned to appreciate him, and I've read a lot of stuff on him as well.
I mean, okay, so if we're looking at it that way, in that realm, do my kids, if I asked them who LL Cool J was, they would tell me the actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you talk? Oh, Fresh Prince?
Dude, he's bad.
Yeah.
Which one?
LL.
Dum-dum. He's not better than Michael Jackson, though. What was I going to say? That's
Yeah.
just like Will Smith, the
Yeah.
slapper. Like, the slapper, people wouldn't know him as a rapper.
Hey, Magnolia. Yes, we do need Jesus. All of us.
Every
Yeah.
day.
That's true.
Every day.
Every day. That's
Okay.
it for 50 with me, though.
So,
what other
I'm a
commercials?
50 fan.
Um,
I didn't like any, really.
no, there was a
Any of-
mayonnaise commercial made me laugh
What-
just because of Tomas, but
What
Yeah.
did you
Didn't-
think of the commercial after halftime?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Honestly, bro, I really didn't watch it.
I didn't see much either. I seen it later.
No, I just didn't watch it. Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I think I showed that to my sisters. I was at home. I had to meet up, help my mom out a little bit, and then they were having food over there. So, grab a plate, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They're like, "You staying with for the halftime show?" I said, "Yeah." So I turned on the Turning Point thing instead of letting them watch the other thing, and I took off.
Yeah, we should, because guys, in the Spanish sanctuary, I call it the IMAX of Modesto, but it's the whole wall is basically a screen here in the Spanish sanctuary. So we like showing the Super Bowl, not so much because of the Super Bowl. It's an alternative because a lot of times most families, they're drinking. And so as a Christian, you feel awkward. You want to watch the game. You want to be around people, but then everybody's drinking, this and that. So we like to have a safe family environment here. So we were watching the Super Bowl, but there was food. People were fellowshipping, talking, so, I was watching it and talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I watched more of the game. The commercials just weren't, I don't know. For me,
remember the way they used to be? Like
Oh,
funny?
So even
Like
with,
Doritos and all
Doritos
that?
used to be good.
so even Budweiser.
Yeah.
Remember the frogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
Bud?
yeah. Or
Weiser.
what's up? Remember that? Dude? I mean, dude, like those were tight.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the Bud Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was for me, it didn't really do anything for me this year, man. I mean, I was very, very excited to watch the New England Patriots lose because it proves that without cheating, they can't win. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. If you know, you know.
Dang.
So without cheating Tom and cheating Belichick,
Yeah.
they can't win. We just saw it.
Are you
So-
throwing jabs right now?
No. I'm speaking truth, like the gospel.
Well, but do you guys know what commercial I'm talking about?
I heard there's an ice commercial.
Yeah.
I didn't watch
Oh,
it.
yeah, I didn't watch it, but I think I actually
Oh,
seen
no,
it on
I didn't.
IG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an ice commercial that immediately played after.
So they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who is NFL playing? Are they trying to play to both crowds here?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
No,
No,
they're-
I paid for that commercial.
I know, but the fact that they place it right after
At that
halftime
spot.
show,
Yeah,
which
that-
we-
You
most
had
of
to get
us-
the approval.
Yeah.
those of us that didn't watch Furry Bunny, we watch an alternative, and it overlapped. So by the time we came back,
Yeah.
the game was playing. So I missed that ice commercial.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched it to this day. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I just heard.
I
of it.
seen the commercial.
One thing I do have to say, I mean, it was Turning Point's first year, but so hey, they did an amazing job. Kid Rocks were just way too old to be up there lip singing, bro.
Well, here's the thing. I want to talk about that actually. I think it was on purpose. I think it was on purpose. Him lip syncing.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you want to talk about it now?
Yeah.
We're done with the commercials?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean,
So we're changing subjects to halftimes?
Yeah, go to halftime.
Okay. So as you guys know, there's an alternative. Turning Point had an alternative with Kid Rock. The acoustics are really bad in the Spanish Sanctuary. So the music, I couldn't understand a word was being said. I don't know country artists at all. I didn't know the songs. I don't know nothing. And then what blew me away the most, I didn't find out till the next day, was Kid Rock came back under his real name. I didn't even know that was him singing the slow song at the end.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know?
I did.
I didn't.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't even know.
Because you don't follow country music. He does, but you
I
don't.
don't follow country. Well, first of all, I don't know one single Kid Rock song.
Oh, that I did. I knew DJ Kid Rock.
I don't know. Yeah, when he first came as a rapper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know nothing about Kid Rock. So, anyways, first of all, think about it. I couldn't hear the acoustics. I couldn't hear the songs. I couldn't hear the lyrics. I didn't know who these people were. I didn't realize that Kid Rock purposely came in with that song because it was at the peak of his career.
Yeah.
And he purposely lip synced it wrong because he didn't want to sing those lyrics.
Oh,
He was
okay.
purposely showing that it wasn't him, because then it was like it was a testimony, because he came off with that whole Kid Rock flashy,
Yeah.
his name and lights and all this stuff, and then it goes into a violin, and then he comes back as himself with no flashiness, no lights,
Okay.
with the guitar.
It was a message.
It was a message,
Oh,
and then he
okay.
proclaims Christ. So I think he lip synced that first one because he didn't want to sing those lyrics. When you read the lyrics of that song,
Yeah.
that would be like me doing a Sir Dyno concert. There's certain lyrics I'm not gonna say.
Got it.
You know, I would not feel right saying those lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, especially GUN.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna do GUN even and then to show a transformation. So once I realized that, I appreciated it more. But at the moment, I wasn't really feeling it. I'm not a country person.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling it, but I was happy that I wasn't watching Furry Bunny.
Bag.
Yeah.
But I appreciated the All American alternative the next day. Once I realized the storyline of
Behind
it,
Yeah.
then I appreciated it more.
Okay.
So
And I could see you even seen more into that because of where you've come from.
yeah, because how would I do it? If somebody, can you imagine if somebody says, "Hey, David, we're going to have a platform. It's going to be, 5 million viewers are going to see this, and we want you to tell your story through song, no preaching, no nothing, through song." I would probably start it with a GUN song.
Yeah.
I would probably start it that way, and I'd probably be dressed all flamed in red, and then do a verse, and then somehow show the transformation to where maybe rapping one of my Christian songs. I get it. I didn't get it at the moment.
Through drama.
Yeah.
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 I didn't get it at the time.
Yeah.
But I would feel weird, singing some of the lyrics of GUN.
Yep.
So, yeah. Early Christian quote says, "I like the Ben Davis sticker." Look, Cholo Trucker got it. Look, he said Kid Rock showed his testimony through the music and choice of songs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
On the water bottle.
Oh.
so, yeah, man, I mean, I get it, dude. I was following DJ Kid Rock, man. I remember him when he came up, and then he got into the rock part of his
Yeah.
career, and that was dope too, because I really didn't know how big of a musician he was.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of country, not even a little bit. I mean, I like David Crowder band. I like a few Christian bands that do the country
So
thing.
you like it even, that's more than me. I don't listen to it at all.
Mercy Me, they do some Christian or some kind of country stuff. But anyways, man, I haven't followed anything, but I can see exactly what you're saying as far as that. That makes a lot of sense. And
I didn't catch it. Yeah, I didn't catch
he
that.
got interviewed by Benny. What's the talk show? The podcaster, man. He's big time. Benny.
Oh,
Yeah.
my mind just went blank. I was just watching him earlier. No, not Benny Johnson.
Is it
No.
Benny Johnson? So Benny the podcaster. Let me know. You guys probably know who I'm
Benny
talking
Mac?
about.
No.
So, anyways, he got interviewed. Kid Rock did by Benny, like the day before or 2 days before,
Yeah.
for an Instagram, right? So he was saying, so what are you planning on doing? He's all, well, I'm not going to give it away, but I'll just say this. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to open it up as old school Kid Rock, like who I was. But then I just specially wrote a song. I just got done recording it. And at midnight, that song that you heard him sing, he released it on all platforms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on that. And so I saw him on the Benny show, whatever. Benny Johnson, I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay, so he was saying on the interview that that's what he was gonna do. That song that he sang.
Yeah. Cholo Trucker says people trip out that I love country music. I know for a fact Tomas listens to
I
country.
listen to country.
Yeah, I do. I mean, good for people. You know what I'm saying? It's just not my cup of tea.
You know what? I
I let everybody know it.
bro, because I know that it seems like the only genre that is not going with the left is country music.
Yeah.
I've tried liking it.
Yeah, me too. Trust me, I really have.
I've searched for artists to
Okay.
see, and I have found a few that I'm like, I can listen to that.
Okay, so then let me say it like this, right? One moment before you start talking.
Right.
So I'm sure that all of us have grown up here with, here, eat that. I don't like it. How do you know you've never tried it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, same thing with country. I realize I can't keep saying I don't like country music. I said, let me do...
Unless you're at a Grace International conference.
And I think I made it known there too, by accident. By accident, let me clarify that. By accident, that I didn't like it there. So even in Texas, I didn't like country music. But the thing about it is like I tried, man. I put a lot of effort. One full week, nothing but country, and it drove me crazy, bro. I said,
I don't like the sad songs.
week.
I don't like the sad, like, poor me, somebody kicked my dog stuff.
nah.
I
But
do
if you
like...
play it backwards, you know what happens?
No.
You get it all back, bro. Your dog, your wife, your house.
I do like songs that talk about growing up, being out in the ranch, because I grew up in a ranch, like things like that. Or veterans, or things of serving the country. I notice I like that more when it's country songs. Love songs, not so much.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
So what turned me on to country music was I had this older individual that was a cellie. We were locked up, and he got tired of hearing oldies and old school and stuff like that. And he told me, hey, when we had to lock down right before chow, before dinner, he'd be like, can I just get an hour of letter time? Just can I use your radio for an hour? And I said, yeah, go ahead. He was less fortunate. Yeah, go ahead, put whatever on.
Yeah.
And he put country on, and I'm like, oh, not yet, change it. And he said, no, hold on, you youngsters, sit down and write a letter to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like,
You're crying.
I'm like, man, what you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, but I respect
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, this is your hour, bro, handle it, So he sat there, and I decided to take his advice. And it was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? I got to write that letter like with a little bit of peace and ease. I wasn't reminiscing about anything, bro.
Yeah.
And if you sit there and you really listen to some of these words,
Yeah.
they're talking the truth. And they talk about God, they talk about country, they talk about this, they talk about that. Rap and everything. Talk
Yeah.
about now.
As far as secular,
Yeah.
even secular country music is much more God-centered than any other music that
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
what I'm
come
saying.
across.
It's almost the only one left.
Yeah.
And especially, I mean, like for me, I don't like
It's more
this
Christian
new
than,
age.
than gospel.
Yeah,
but
some of it.
What I do like is the '90s because that's the station that he was able to get.
Yeah.
But it played
Yeah.
nothing but '90s country.
Like what,
So-
Garth Brooks?
Garth Brooks, George Strait, even further back, like Keith Whitley, stuff like that, bro. Like old school country singers.
Yeah.
Like '80s Toby Keith, everything like
I
that.
don't know
bro.
these people.
just
Was it
shows
Garth
that-
Brooks?
Yeah. So it was just like a different variety, but older country music. And so I was just like, dang. So
Yeah.
yeah, it had the tear jerkers. It
Yeah.
had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And
But-
much more patriotic.
but yeah, I felt like it.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
one song that I specifically like, and I'll just listen to, bro, and it's called "God in Country Music," bro.
I've heard it.
Yeah, that song right there.
Um,
I'm just like, yeah.
Magnolia, is it true Nicki Minaj is representing Jesus Christ recently, calling out all kinds of... Yeah,
Yeah.
she has been. It all started, I think she got very vocal when the Nigerian, when they started bombing the Islamic extremists, and a lot of people here started fighting against it, and she's like, no. She goes, it ain't cool. Then it ain't cool that they're killing Christians. So then she got more vocal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, country music, I do know that when the only time I hear it live is at Grace. Every Grace International conference, it ends with the Texas barbecue, and they have the worship team sing country Christian songs.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it more live. I can't see myself listening to it in a car.
And the crazy thing is you dress like them. That's how you look, bro.
Yeah.
I would never think that you didn't like country music, bro.
Yeah.
You know, there's no difference from then. What is it? It's not corridos. It's what is it? What is the Mexican version of country?
Corridos?
The corritos?
It is
Yeah.
corridos.
It's corridos.
Like the
or-
hymnos or the...
Like the
It's
equivalent
norteño.
to
It's called
country.
norteño music. Yeah.
Norteños.
Yeah, dude. Like I would never think I'd be like, oh, this dude over here. He went from Darkroom over to Garth Brooks, bro.
Like-
you know what I'm saying? Never would I think that.
Like
Yeah.
like as a kid, like Dad never listened to country music,
Yeah.
but he was always a cowboy. But
Crazy.
in the church that we grew up in, it was all corritos.
Yeah.
So the rhythm and the style was very similar, right?
Yeah.
So then as we grew up, and then I got married, and I'll never when we got married, my father-in-law bought Diana, oh my God, my mind just went blank. Mariachi band.
Oh, okay.
And so then we had the mariachi band in our, playing at our table and in the service. And it's just like, honestly, it's like country music.
Yeah.
It's just country music. It's just it's
So-
a different flavor of country music, but it's country music.
So I got a different take on what Tino said because I dress like him. Okay. And I think that, I think this is that because you grew up in LA,
Uh-huh.
I grew up on a ranch. So cowboy hats, cowboy boots, to me, was my dad working in the fields. Not white people, not,
No.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I remember very young,
For me, it's Tejano
yeah.
more than anything.
Yeah, it's so I don't consider myself cowboy. I consider myself more ranchero. To me, that's going back to our upbringing, Angel.
Yeah.
Because I don't consider that's why I'm not into the Western shirts with the little points right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the
Or
pearl
the cowboy
buttons.
tie.
Yeah, no. To me, that is
I get it.
but originally, I like our poetic said, Hispanics were the first cowboys. That's true, because remember, a lot of the people from the East Coast that were, whether they were Scottish or Irish or whatever, they were coming to the West Coast to start a new life or through the gold rush. And who was here? We were here. And when I say we, I'm talking about the brown people. We were the ones with the horses and the cows and all that stuff. So they adapted to our style. Then
Yeah.
it changed into
Yeah.
what it is now.
It evolved.
But the original cowboys, the original vaqueros, were Mexicans.
Yeah, when I say that you look like them, I
Yeah.
mean the cowboy hat
Yeah,
with the
I know.
boots and the Levi's, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, like for me, it's more Tejano because that's what it is.
Yeah.
When I moved out here,
That's exactly what it is.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? For me, that's when I moved out here, I
Yeah.
started seeing that's just a common trend. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's fashion out here.
Yeah, because
And
when I
so-
was, I was embarrassed of my dad wearing boots and hats growing up because I was a cholo. You know what I mean? I was embarrassed by it, and I realized as I got older, I would like, I want to be like my dad. I don't want to be an old cholo.
Yeah.
I don't. To me, it looks weird when I see 50-year-old dudes, just all choloed out. It looks weird to me. And so to me, I'm just like, I remember thinking as a Christian, I'm just like, you know what? I want to be like my dad. When I remember growing up, right? His cowboy hat and boots, and then our grandpa, my dad's dad.
Yeah.
I never saw him without a cowboy hat and
Yeah,
boots.
he had a cowboy hat and boots.
He would wear slacks, a button shirt tucked
Yeah.
in with the buckle.
Oh yeah.
Not all Western, just a shirt
I
like
get it.
this, tucked in, and slacks and boots and a hat.
Yeah.
And
And it was a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
It was like what Bucky has.
yeah.
Stetsons.
So yeah, and so to me, it's just going back full circle to I didn't grow up in the barrio. I didn't grow up in the hood. I gangbanged and all that, but I grew up in a ranch. I grew up in the country, so anyways.
For our background, it was really more Tejano. The influence
it's more
was
Tejano.
was Tejano and the South.
Yeah, that's what I've
Arizona.
always.
Dad grew
Yeah.
up in Arizona.
Since I moved up here, that's what I've noticed, and it's been going on. And I've seen that from the homies' dads, and I remember them getting new hats, and they'd be all excited because on
Yeah.
the inside they'd have the 5-star, and I guess
Yeah.
that's the rating of the hats, like
Yeah.
the quality.
The more it is, mine's
Yeah.
only 3.
Yeah.
It's
See,
the
so-
X's actually.
So, is that what it is? The X's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
but you know what I'm talking about. So it's like
Yeah.
I watch them
Yeah.
that get super excited, and their older children like that are older than me, like by 10, 15 years, they would bring in their dad one of those, or get him some boots or a buckle.
Our Poetic says it's country music. Country music is originally a blend of Spaniards, German polka, Irish, and folk music. That's true.
The crazy thing is, I love me some polka.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mexican rancheros and rancheras and corridos.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, that stuff is rock.
It's hard to find Christian, but I love it.
Is it Gabriel Morality 23?
Yeah.
Yeah. We grew up with accordions, and all of our Spanish churches, dude. We grew up. Somebody had an accordion.
So you listen to country. Do you like norteño music? Yeah. Okay, you like that too.
So there's a couple of them like back in the 80s and 90s, bro. The cowboy cumbia,
the accordion.
There's like there's a lot of them that have like violin. They have a lot of accordion.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of older country music that they started building that trend in with it, like mixing it in. I think George Strait got that off the old seashores of Mexico. He got there's, like I said, there's that one cowboy cumbia. I don't know who sings.
I don't know.
Quite a few different songs. There's that Tejano, the Mavericks. I can't remember the lead singer's name. He does a lot of that stuff, like with Paco Jimenez and stuff like that. So like they mixed a lot of cowboy music with accordion, and violins and stuff.
I'll tell you the music I can't stand in Mexico, Mexican music. I cannot stand banda. If you don't know what banda is, all you got to do is go to the flea market, and if you hear this, boom, 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 and then your trumpets, like 50 trumpets and I can't stand that. Mm-hmm. When I say norteño music, I'm talking about a bass, a guitar, and an accordion and a drummer. Like 4 people. That's it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's it.
So I lived in South Modesto, right off of Crow's Landing.
Boom, 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 boom.
All day long, because they had a car lot over here. They had a car lot over here.
Oh my gosh,
and
bro.
I'm talking 24 hours.
That drive you
a day,
nuts?
bro. 24 hours a day. Like it could be 3 o'clock
I know exactly
at night,
what he's talking about.
and all you hear boom,
Yes.
Doom,
and
doom, 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 doom.
bro, like sometimes because I wasn't saved yet, I walk in the backyard and I start letting loose, just call the cops so that would just shut it up.
Oh,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Especially because I'd be hungover, or you know what I'm being honest here, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and then just to hear
Oh, that's
and it
hilarious.
does not stop, bro. It's like
Yeah.
until Sunday night about 11 o'clock, it just gets quiet out of nowhere.
The crazy thing is, bro, is like, man, why do you want that just screaming? They had 50-inch woofers out there, bro, just rocking.
No,
I know exactly what he's talking about.
yeah.
Hey, bro, why do you want to go buy a car with that thing just
Dude, I went to the flea market in Oakland, by the Oakland Coliseum.
Okay. I know
It
what you're
was
talking about.
a Monday morning about 10. And there's a full band
Oh man.
and
Yeah.
about 50 people
Yeah.
dancing. They were dressed up.
If you know, put a thumbs up. If you know what we're talking
Dude.
about, put a thumbs up in the chat.
Hey,
Hey, chat. And you know what? This one's for Empty too, man. I know you're tapped in,
Yeah.
bro. This is probably something you've never experienced.
Oh,
So
he
when
will.
you get here, we are
boom,
gonna
boom, boom,
tear
boom,
your
boom.
stomach up by giving you just
But-
some of the bombest Mexican food with some banda.
How do you swing your foot?
Oh,
Yeah.
we used to do that.
Dude,
though.
at the
But I
flea-
used to be super wasted at the
Flea market,
dude.
10 o'clock in the morning, dude. Flea market, 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. People are dressed up. Women are in dresses like they're at a club, and they're all dancing.
Ah, that's my fault.
Sister Sheila Skaggs, that she's on here, she came to visit us. First thing she said off the Oakland airport, she goes, take me to get a real burrito. We took her to East 14th, man, in Oakland and San Leandro.
Yeah?
Oh, she got a burrito, right? It was bomb.
Nice.
So, all right.
Heck yeah.
But well, I was gonna throw something else, but never mind. I'll say that's a different conversation.
It's a lot, man. And you
Yeah.
know what? The mix of all the music, man, it really can be good. It's just there's certain stuff that it just gets out of. I used to make fun of accordion. But then when I started like really paying attention to like musicians, started really paying attention to the talent of these people. Hey man, accordion players, bro, are some of the most talented-minded people.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
they're playing like 5 different things. You figure they're playing those buttons, plus they're playing the
keyboard,
keys,
plus
they're
controlling the air.
squeezing,
Yeah.
They're controlling the air.
plus they're squeezing, and then all their dancing and the way they move, that brings, oh yeah, bro,
Oh.
props to them dudes.
Real quick, Cholo Trucker says you should check out Louis the Singer. I have. That dude's tight. He's tight. He's a Western Chicano singer,
Okay.
and he gets down.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he's like a homeboy, but he's Western, but it's sick. I did look him up. I don't know who introduced him to me. I think he was on Tony A. I think he was on Tony A. I'm not sure. Correct me on that. Real quick, El Monte Snapper 626 says, David, homie, no disrespect, but the Long Beach mayor little speech reminded me of your song, Revolution. I'd rather die on my feet than to live on my knees. Hitting city hall politicians. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that was my old self. That was the way I was talking. I did worse songs than that. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you about the actual Super Bowl
Yeah.
halftime. What did you think of whether
Which
it was
one?
pros and cons, turning point, and what Snow Bunny ended up doing?
My opinion, Bunny did exactly what I expected. He didn't do nothing over and beyond what I didn't expect. I just chose
Did
not
you
to
think
watch
he
it.
was going to do? I thought the possibility was there for him to do more.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do the whole dress thing because there's pictures of him looking like a demon, very
Yeah.
demonic stuff, dresses, full makeup. He didn't go there.
I think they actually toned him down because they knew if he did that, bro,
Yeah,
it was gonna be a wrap.
yeah.
Yeah,
So he
I
didn't
agree.
do that. He was.
I think the NFL did.
Yeah, the NFL toned them down.
Yeah.
'Cause they were like, dude, we're gonna lose so much. if
Yeah.
you come out here and try to make a statement like that.
Now, if I think watching it from the worldview, not as a Christian.
Yeah.
If I was in the world, I was talking to Sharon about this, and let's say I had watched that video, and he's showing the unity of raza and all these different Latino countries. I still would have had an issue with it. I would have had an issue with the fact that number one, this is America's biggest sport, and you're doing it in Spanish, so you're leaving out a lot of people that don't understand Spanish. You know, I wouldn't want to go to a Mexican rodeo and hear something in English. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't translate to me. You know, but
Now, if Garth Brooks did 3 songs at a Mexican rodeo, 2 in Spanish, and threw one of his classics in English, I think that's more.
I think if Garth Brooks would do something like that to show respect to the culture he's in, he would probably invite some Mexican
Yeah.
singers in.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what
right?
he would have did.
That's what he would have done, and probably had one of them translate. He probably would have learned one of his verses
Exactly.
in Spanish.
So
But that's what I'm saying. If he did 2 in Spanish, dude, how many would they be applauding, right?
So if you
Yeah.
sit there and you look stuff up on Instagram, right? And I ran into it on accident. I believe it's George Strait. He sings something in Spanish. I think it's Volver.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because I was like, what the heck? I mean, he got that white
Yeah.
Volver, but
But
attempted
he's
to do
trying
it.
it, yeah.
You know what
So-
I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't know his lyrics. I know people are talking about his lyrics.
Yeah.
I don't know the lyrics of anything that dude does. But
I
Yeah.
couldn't even understand.
Most
them, bro.
Mexicans can't understand his lyrics. So
Okay. I don't know how-
Here's
yeah.
another thing to tell you guys that don't speak Spanish. Most people that speak Spanish couldn't understand that dude, because a lot of Puerto Ricans, they talk a different.
yeah,
It's a different
very
Spanish.
fast, very fast.
Is he Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
So it's really hard to understand for most people that speak
another
Spanish.
reason.
At least here on the West Coast. In the West Coast, most Latinos are Mexican. Most of us.
Yeah,
And it's hard to understand.
percentage wise, yeah.
Yeah, somebody that's Puerto Rican, because it's a different type of Spanish. But I will say this, man. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I didn't watch it. I just saw people showing clips. I still haven't watched it to this day.
Yeah.
I think it could have been worse. Go back to the thing is, I think if I would watch it and I was in the world, I probably would have appreciated the fact of just the fact that somebody of Latino descent is in the Super Bowl. I get that part from the world point of view. But I wouldn't have liked him representing our people, because I'm just like, this dude wears dresses, this dude is that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have liked that. You know? Now, the alternative, I don't listen to country, but whatever. I'll tell you this, though. One thing that I'm not sure how I feel about this, guys, and I'm just going to share this, and hopefully it comes out right. Well, it's going to come out the way it comes out.
It's just tough.
Everybody on that All-American thing was blonde and blue-eyed.
Yeah.
And that sort of bothered me because I'm American too.
Mhm.
So when you make a show, you're calling it the All-American Turning Point, whatever it's called. You know, I'm American, Am I not all American and I'm brown? There's all Americans that are black. There's all Americans that, you know what I mean? So this whole thing is not against immigrants.
No.
It's against illegal immigrants. So
Don't ostracize
our
me.
family has been in this country almost 100 years.
Yep. Over 100 years.
I'm up to me in my eyes, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm about as American as you can get. Has nothing to do with my skin
He
color.
wears buckles and boots.
I wear buckles and boots. You know what I mean? I'm wearing a buckle right now.
I got called white by my own kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Me too.
No way.
Yeah, the Anderson family do that.
So I don't know. Did they choose? Did that just happen that that's the only artist that would work? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what, and that's kind of why I just bring it up. Me and Justin were talking,
Yeah.
and I'll make the same statement, and you tell me if there's a difference. We're sitting across the table, we're talking, and I'd say, "Mira, Tomás, necesitas aprender inglés. You should learn English, or learn English." Two different tones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Two different elements to that same conversation. And so, to me, when Bad Bunny went on Saturday Night Live, I do speak Spanish. Am
Yeah.
I proud that I speak Spanish? Absolutely. Am I proud of our background, our heritage, all of the? Yeah, I love our history, as far as our family and everything else. And I'm very proud to be bilingual. But when he said it, I took offense to it in the way that Bad Bunny said
When
it.
he said you better learn Spanish then. Yeah.
Because this is America.
Yeah.
Let's understand that and what our family went through to navigate all of that here when they, just without going into the history of it, just what our family went through to be here, all of ours, right? I took offense to that as an American. At the same time, I do agree. You should learn English, just not in that context. I didn't like that.
Imagine if my artist's name was Sir Dyno. Imagine if I had blown up and they were going to have the World Cup in Mexico. And they announced Sir Dyno is going to perform the halftime in Mexico. And then they interview me 6 months before. All of Mexico, all of Latin America. And they're like, hey, since you're going to perform in Mexico, are you going to rap in Spanish? And I'd say, no, man, I'm gonna rap in English. So y'all got 6 months to learn English.
You get canceled.
See what I mean? That would be very
Like literally, they would cancel your show.
right.
Yeah.
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 How arrogant.
That would be very arrogant of me. So
You brought up a really good point, and this was the point that I was trying to make. That an individual, because I just put something on my Facebook that says I was marked safe from watching Bad Bunny tonight. You know what I'm saying? And so he was Puerto Rican, so he took some offense to it. And says, what did he tell me? Tell me something to the extent that I'm sorry that you think you're white now or something like that. You should have stayed down with the brown or something like that, right? And this is my point exactly. You said we're proud of our past culture and heritage. Okay, so this dude Bad Bunny, right? There's something on Instagram about diddling him.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
He's one of the
he's
biggest.
wearing dresses and this, that, and whatever. You're proud of that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but not only that, and that's even why I stopped watching football, bro. Because at the beginning of this season, I was watching the Niners play, and guess what I see, bro? Gay cheerleader.
The Niner
Oh, yeah.
cheerleaders. Yep.
I'm fighting for my grandsons in school
Mm-hmm.
to not learn about that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how would I be leading by example? This is just me.
No,
How would I
right.
be leading by example if I turn on the phone, the TV
Yeah.
every Sunday? We're watching this Niner game, and here's these gay cheerleaders. But Grandpa says that's bad, but he's watching it and he's cheering for them with them. No, bro. So that has
It's a mixed
go.
message.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that to my grandson because I love him that much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But and I know endless capabilities that I read online that he backtracked what he said. If you look it up, you might find it. And maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know if he did or didn't. Okay. And if he did, that's fine.
Yeah.
But he still said it.
I turned it up.
He still said it.
Yeah.
And they and usually, how do they do it in newspapers or reports? It usually gets on the back page
Yep.
when you backtrack, not on the front page like when you first said it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear him being as public backtracking as he was when he first stuck his chest out.
Yeah.
But That was the only thing to me. I will say this too. I didn't see his whole thing, but I did see when the flags coming in.
Yeah.
To me, I'm always looking for the little subtleties in it. So I didn't see his whole performance, but I did see when the flags, and it was like, okay, I can appreciate the American flag was first. And then I was telling Justin, I said, I would have even been okay if the other nations' flags came in first, but the American flag came in last, but bigger.
Yeah.
Just because we're in America. It's football. It's not baseball.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL has no teams that play outside of the United States.
Yeah.
The NBA and Major League Baseball both have teams and hockey teams that play outside of the United States. It is an international sport.
Yeah.
The NFL is not.
Yeah. It's an American sport.
It is a purely American sport. There is no NFL. There is leagues outside, Canadian Football League, Arena Football League, but there's no teams
Wait,
that
Canadians
play.
play football?
There's nothing out of the MLB that's un-American. There's baseball teams in other countries that plays in the Olympics, but
No. What I'm saying in the Major League, because they used to have the Toronto Blue Jays, or they still have the Toronto Blue
I
Jays.
see what you're. Yeah, but that's MLB. I think they're the only ones that are outside, but they're still.
The
in
NBA
America.
has Toronto.
They're in the United States of America.
Toronto Raptors,
Yeah.
Toronto Blue Jays. What I'm saying is those two leagues have teams outside of the United States of America.
But not NFL.
But that's.
The NFL does not. Every team in the United
North
States.
America.
Yeah.
North America.
No, not North. Just out of the United States. The NFL does not have an international league.
No.
They are trying to get there.
No.
And so to me, that's where that falls a little bit in that inner that deaf, tone deaf of I know you're trying to get there,
Yeah.
but the National Football League plays outside. They do play games. I think they play like 4 games
Yeah.
this past year. If it was soccer, I get that. Now, that soccer's they're trying to catch up to soccer.
Yeah.
Soccer's coming here in all reality.
Exactly.
Soccer's coming here.
Bro, soccer's international.
Yeah. the
So
soccer
that
is-
Spanish platform
soccer
to
is
me
a
makes more
religion.
sense
Yep.
on a soccer platform.
Absolutely.
How
Anything else.
How many of you expected more Christian songs though on that?
That's what I was.
That was the next
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, with
That's what I
Turning
was going
Point.
to say. I thought I personally I didn't. To be honest about it, I really didn't care for the
Yeah.
TPUSA show. It was.
Me either.
It was a little bland.
I would have been good not watching either one.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You're beat.
I thought it was gonna. I thought they were gonna. I knew Kid Rock was leading it and he was headlining it.
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be more about as a follower of Christ. I thought there was gonna be more of that.
You know how I would have liked more?
You
Jelly
said
Roll.
Jelly Roll, right?
Yeah.
And so
I thought it was
would've-
gonna be a worship.
I thought it was gonna be
A
like,
mixture. I thought it was gonna be a mixture.
That's exactly right. I thought it was going to be someone here, then someone here, some Lauren Dago, and then one of those singers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was.
And
just
I didn't know it was
like-
going to be all country.
Yeah.
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 And I didn't even know they were calling it the American.
All-American.
The All-American. I didn't even know it was being called that. So if I would have known that, I would have known that it was going to be all country music because, like you said earlier, like
I
they're the
didn't think
only
that.
one. That's the only genre of music
Yeah.
that like goes and talks
But there
about
is
America.
patriotic rappers. There's patriotic singers that aren't country. I'm not saying the whole genre, but there are. So I thought it was going to be a mixture of stuff. It wasn't.
Yeah.
If you go back to Sunday service, when I had Joseph announce that we were going to show the Super Bowl, but we were going to show an alternative instead of Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
If you go back and listen, I told him, do not push Turning Point because I don't feel comfortable because I don't know what it's going to be about yet. So if you go back, he doesn't say, yeah, we're going to watch Turning Point with Kid Rock. We didn't say that. And I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought it was a little bland. I don't know if it was just budget wise or they were just trying to throw the hook out and see what comes of it.
Yeah.
It's like Tomas said.
It's the
one.
first year,
Yeah.
bro. So I mean, it might have just
That ain't easy to put together.
No,
No,
I
it's-
give it grace, but it just wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be more, but at the same time, I understood.
And then it was pre-recorded. Pre-recorded. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was?
It was. Yeah, you could tell. That's the reason why they.
That's
were
why
able
they
to
were able to cut. Okay, real quick, Cholo Trucker says the production was a little weak outside of what Kid Rock did. Yeah, but it was we got to chalk it up as the first time.
Yeah.
Jose Chicano says, I like what Kid Rock did at the end about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He timelined the first song and transitioned to his transformation as he introduced himself as his real name. Yeah, that was the best part. You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There ain't no hatred either way. Like I said, coming out of like the TPUSA show, I just wasn't gonna give any promotion to the Super Bowl show. I mean, after Kendrick last year, I don't think I'll ever watch another halftime show going forward.
My last halftime show I watched was in the West Coast Rappers. Remember 50 Cent and Dre?
With Dre in
Snoop?
there?
Yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And that wasn't even that it was so great.
No.
I can honestly say that wasn't a dope performance. That was more nostalgia.
West Coast.
Yeah, bro. And that's what I grew up on. That's where
Sorry,
I'm
Adam,
from.
but the West Coast.
Yeah, once the West got it, we did it the best. But it's just like, yeah, that was nostalgia. That was everything for me.
Yeah.
That had a lot more deep roots for me as a kid growing up. That's right, Dre made it. Dre this, Dre that. You know what I mean? Because us this age, Dre was a big, huge part of our lives, especially if you grew up in the streets.
Other than that performance, I think the last one that I can remember that I watched, actually like sat down and watched, and we were watching it with Dad, was Bruno Mars the first time he came on.
That was good.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
And he comes out dressed like in the 1950s or
that was cool.
1940s.
Yeah.
I was never, I never really listened to Bruno Mars. I knew a couple of his songs, but I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
When he did that performance, that's when I was like, dude, that dude's talented.
My most memorable halftime, hands down,
Michael.
Prince.
Yeah. Prince did a good
I told
job.
my brother-in-law, Prince was
Dude.
hard.
Yeah.
It was raining as he sang Purple Rain.
Purple
Yeah.
Rain.
Yep.
Dude, you don't get more American than Prince. That
Nah.
was sick.
Bro, the other things, before we move forward, I remember my brother-in-law and myself were talking about it. Like, Michael was so dope that he stood there
Yeah.
for like 2-3 minutes. Like, you're all just going to stare
And people
at
kept cheering.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. So.
Did you guys see the live footage during the Bad Bunny concert in the
Yes.
stadium?
Nobody was
Moving.
people
Nobody
were
was
on their
dancing.
phones.
No, I didn't see
You know,
nothing
yeah.
about
I saw
that.
3 people's point of views during that Bad Bunny thing. And nobody was, like 1 or 2 people were dancing. Everybody else
Yeah.
was standing. It was weird.
Yeah. That was just.
Yeah. Now, I did hear,
Yeah, Jose Chicano, you're right. All the 90s halftime shows were dope.
I don't know how much, I heard that they had 5-point-something million live viewers, which was I think the third largest
Yeah.
live
I think it hit
viewer.
like 6 million views. By the next day, it's 20 million views.
Of what?
Kid Rock and the All
Yeah,
American.
TPUSA that they drew out, I think it was 7 to 10% of the viewers away.
Well, it says an estimated 135 million viewers made Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show the most watched mid-game performance ever, while about 6 million tuned in to the Turning Point counterpart on YouTube.
But here's what I want to say to that, is that for somebody to switch over to All American, those are real counts, that number. The average American is just letting it play. They're not Bad Bunny. They just go use the bathroom. They go
Yeah.
get some more nachos.
They didn't turn it off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They just didn't turn it off. They just in family and everybody's getting their food. And honestly, they're like, oh, let me go get some more food. I'm gonna get seconds. So it doesn't count like there's 100 million people that love.
They're not all just standing there
No,
No.
man.
like this.
Most people went to the toilet
Yeah.
But for
and had more fun.
But for Turning Point USA to pull that kind of
Yeah.
number away,
Yeah.
that is a big deal. Even though it was, maybe as far as programming and all of that,
Marcelo was
maybe could have been better, different artists. I did catch the blonde hair, blue eye thing. To me was like, but here's the other thing too, is how many people, let's say Christian artists that are Latino, could have gone on there, maybe were afraid to.
Nicholas, you have a blessed evening, man. We'll be checking in. Thanks for checking in.
Nicholas.
If Israel Houghton and his band and his crew, did they get asked or did they not?
Yeah.
Did they turn it down? Because those types of questions.
But
Why
see,
didn't they have Hootie out there, bro?
but at the same time, like for me, this is just my thing is that they could have did a Freddie Fender song. They could have did something, a tribute to something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To other people, they don't necessarily have to be Mexican, but if they would have did mixed up you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Mixed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. But they also have Darius Rucker, that black country singer.
You know
they have, yeah.
You
And
know,
they have, they,
Hootie and the Blowfish.
So that's the,
They're
that's the
tight,
thing,
dude.
right?
I like them.
Here you have, because think about it, from the outside looking in, you have America seeing these Bad Bunny and all these flags showing unity, showing this and that. It was a bad look and turning point where
That's my
everybody is
point.
blonde
Exactly.
and blue eyed.
That's the only
It
point.
sent a wrong message if you were looking for that.
yeah.
Exactly.
You know? So-
It didn't bother me,
But I noticed it.
Yeah.
But just looking at optics, you're just
Yeah.
looking at it from optics. Like, okay, I switch here. Here's all this. I switch over here, and I only see one side.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Angel, you have always been consistent with that, because even Grace International, I remember you noticed at first, you're just like, you noticed whether everybody was white or if there was a mixture of leadership. And you have Pastor George, who's from India. You have Thomas, who's from Africa.
Yeah.
You have Carlos Manzowicz, who's from Central America. So it's because most denominations, they'll have black pastors, Mexican pastors, this and that, but the leadership
Absolutely.
is all white.
Those are daughter works. Those are missionaries.
Yeah,
Those are,
and that's one thing you
yeah.
noticed in the leadership of Grace is that there's different people, not based on their skin color, but based on their merit.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, because
So
that
you've been
sticks
consistent
out.
with that,
Yeah.
yeah.
That sticks out. And I just, like I said, it wasn't a big deal for me,
yeah,
but I noticed it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And if I noticed it, I'm
No,
sure
I noticed it too, bro. I noticed
Yeah.
that just the headliners and whoever, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, they could have switched it up a little
Yeah.
bit, you know? Because
Even if that's not what they meant, it was a bad look to me.
Yeah.
If people were looking to say something.
Yeah. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Nancy Guthrie story.
Yeah. Want me to fill you in?
Yeah.
So she is the mother of Savannah Guthrie. Savannah Guthrie is the one that she had this big old debate thing with Trump at one point. But here's the main thing is that she was the only and the first person to bring to light the victims of what's his name?
Epstein?
Epstein. She had either 6 or 8
Oh,
women.
yeah.
And she gave them a platform to talk about that, right? So that's who she is. So apparently her mother didn't show up to church on Sunday a week ago or whatever. Yeah, last Sunday, 9 days ago? And so then they went and they found 2 lights broken, the Ring cameras ripped off the wall, and her blood outside of the door, and she's missing. So this is the mother of that woman. That woman is on USA Today or whatever. I don't know what she's on. So she's on
Okay.
TV a lot.
Okay.
But she broke the story of the victims of what's his name before. So she's missing, and they don't understand who would take her, why they take her, and then supposedly somebody is asking for $1 million. You know, and they gave a deadline. That deadline passed, I think, last night. They still can't find her. FBI is in on it. They're searching. They can't figure out nothing. But finally, they got some Ring footage. Because guys, if you guys have a Ring camera, you can have a Ring camera. You can see it, but if you don't pay it, it doesn't record it.
Yeah.
So her Ring camera wasn't paid for. So you couldn't go back on it. But Ring itself had it on their cloud. So they found somebody that's all covered up, jacket covered, gloves, ski mask, and they're messing with the Ring camera. So now they got something.
Yeah.
And that's as of this morning. So they don't know where she's gone. It's in Tucson. And they don't know what's going on. Why would they pick this woman? If it was really, they asked experts, they're like, if somebody really wanted ransom money, why would they choose somebody that has a huge platform?
Yeah.
Because then they're going to bring it out, involve FBI and this and that. Why would you do that? So they're just, they don't know. I mean, there's not much more to the story that we could say, but it's just interesting. I think, I'm not trying to tie it in, but it's interesting that she's the one that talked about the Epstein victim. Maybe it has nothing to do with it at all, but that's just weird.
And Mexican cartels run very deep in Arizona.
Yeah.
Very, very deep. We've got, I know families where the neighbor has seen them pulling out,
I agree, Jose Chicano.
a full grown, this dude was in prison many, many years. This was a big dude. I knew him personally.
Yeah.
And they said that they seen him with a group of men put a bag over his head and dragging him out of the house and throwing him in a van midday. Now, dude, this is midday, never to be found. So this is in Chandler. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Dude, this,
Raquel
however,
runs deep in Arizona because it's right there.
it's right there.
It says right here in this article, it says they described a scene to me that just disturbed me. This is somebody talking, some guy that got interviewed. Without elaborating, a timeline compiled by investigators showed that the victim's doorbell camera was disabled and her pacemaker app disconnected from her telephone line in a pre-drawn hours of Sunday morning when she
That's calculated.
was kidnapped. Yeah. 5 days into the search, investigators have not yet obtained proof of life or identified a suspect or person of interest. Nanos told reporters, but added, right now, we believe Nancy is still out there. We want her home. Asked whether he feared she was dead, Nanos acknowledged he did, but added, we operate from a position that until we know she's out there, she's alive, and we're going to continue thinking of her until we find her.
Just think about that. That's calculated, bro.
Bro,
The
to
FBI on
knock off her
Thursday-
pacemaker app, bro.
He
knew
you gotta
her
know.
personally.
You got to know
This
that.
is weird. Though.
The FBI on Thursday offered. This article was written February 6th, by the way. Okay?
Can you find real quick? While he's talking, can you find the ring camera footage of Nancy? What's
Do
her name?
you need me to spell it, Justin?
Guthrie?
Guthrie.
Where was I at?
Guthrie.
The offered a FBI offered on Thursday. This obviously past Thursday offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of Nancy Guthrie, or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. FBI agent Heath Janke said purported ransom letter sent a various media outlets this week was being treated seriously, but he said that there had been no further communication by anyone to hold Guthrie. So, like you said, I mean, when you go into that right there, you knew some things because
Absolutely.
mean, like, what would make you think to turn off the pacemaker app?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
You got it?
That's
Okay.
premeditated.
He has it.
Yeah. So you guys aren't gonna hear it, but why does it keep showing? Hopefully it shows most of. Oh yeah. So you can see that they're trying to figure out how to cover the camera they have gloves, and then they go and get it. Now think about this, guys. If you've ever broken into a house or anything, you're not nonchalant like this. I've done some dumb stuff in my past. And I'll tell you what, my adrenaline is running. I'm kind of like in a hurry. This person is just chilling. Look, they're just like, yeah, I'm about to kidnap somebody. And they don't think about the ring camera. And then they go and try to get weeds to cover the camera. It was weird.
Yeah. And
They're just nonchalant. Like, who does that? That doesn't sound, not even a professional. Like, they're just, I don't know, man. It's just weird to me.
Because if it was up to me, I would have yanked that thing out, bro.
Right?
Like I wouldn't have even bothered.
if you don't know it's being recorded, or you don't know, if you don't know those things,
Yeah.
then you're going to yank it as fast as you can and try to
Even
cover
if
yourself.
You're going to shatter it.
Exactly. That's
One or the
exactly what I was
other,
gonna
yeah.
say. If I'm probably not gonna yank it. I'm gonna have a
But
little
look how
like.
slow, dude.
I'm gonna have, dude. The old school ways is the way I'm thinking. Like if I'm doing that, bro, I'm spark plugging that bad
I
boy.
would have kicked it.
You know, what
But
I'm
because
saying?
you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
if
don't
it's
know.
on.
Unless
Oh
you.
crap! Yes.
Look how slow. Like, this is weird, man. Those of us that are watching that have put in dirt and done some dumb stuff.
Unless
hopefully-
you know.
No, that
hopefully
is dumb.
Before Christ,
Yeah, at least
this
mud.
makes no sense to me.
Unless you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, all right, I already know what she's got around the house. I already know what kind of
yeah,
camera.
so
She
that's-
don't have no bills, nothing. There's no direct deposit. There's no direct payments from this account going over.
That is weird.
Bro, it-
84-year-old woman, dude.
So that's
sad.
where it looks funny. Like that's even like that young lady that they found in the in Merced, Lupita. Remember she went from that Can-Am accident. Supposedly they found her only 7 miles of where they wrecked. Right, but she's been gone for what 2 weeks and some change. And that draft is pretty. You know what I'm saying? For only be gone to be down 7 miles,
Yeah.
bro. That's kind of crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
that's another suspicious thing that's been
Yeah.
all around.
Look, even empty tombs, that's super
That
super
is
sus.
sus.
Yeah.
It is for real.
Would she have been watching? Well, we don't know what time it is,
Yeah.
Adam. I mean, she's an old lady, so maybe she was asleep. I don't know, man. It is suspicious, though. It's weird.
And Jose Chicano put I think going back just real quick to the previous subject, he put. I think if they would have put Marco Antonio Solis in the halftime show, would have been way better, and I bet more Americans would have turned in.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, and I don't want to. We don't have to get into a conversation, but this has been on my mind since the beginning of this. What if Selena was still around?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
You know, and I'm the only reason I'm just bringing that up is how many American Latino voices are
But she would have
cross-cultural.
She would have mixed it with English and
Exactly.
Spanish.
But that's the point, is are cross-cultural, English and Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at Jennifer Lopez copied what Selena's life was when she did the movie, and then she duplicated
It's the
it.
only reason why we know who Jennifer Lopez is. The only
Clothing line, all of that.
Yeah.
But had she not passed at that age and where she was going,
You would have had the
dude.
whole stadium singing "Bidi Bidi Bam Bam."
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
English and Spanish,
Hands down.
absolutely.
No doubt.
And I was thinking about that since the Super Bowl was like, because in the American English side of our musicians, we have no
He's
one.
next year.
We have no one as far as that has a voice like that.
So how many
in
here
both cultures
would be doing the washing machine along to Bitty Bitty Bum Bum?
He's in the talk next year. Empty toilet.
I would have been. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It just sad. Dude.
No, yeah, it is,
just
Look,
sad.
Jose Chicano says Americans wouldn't have cared if Selena sang a couple songs in Spanish. Most definitely, yeah. But here's the thing: is Selena was Tejana, man. She was Texas.
exactly.
She was American.
Yeah.
You know,
But-
I mean, what did it say in the movie? Remember in the movie, he was, man, we're not Mexican enough for the Mexicans.
We're not American enough for the Americans.
Yeah, he was just hard being Chicano.
But,
'Cause
but
she would have said gracias a todos because I'm excited.
yeah. But see, that's the thing though, is her deliverance of her message would have been
Exactly.
not, if she wouldn't have came in cocky, she wouldn't have came in bold, she wouldn't have been like, no, you guys are gonna have to learn Spanish.
Dude, everybody would turn their lights on. Como la flor.
Yeah.
She would have. She appreciated what she did.
Exactly.
She appreciated what she did, and she knew she was carrying a torch. She
Yeah.
knew it.
That's the point.
And respected it.
She wanted. The only reason when you pay attention, the only reason she went to Mexico was because of her dad.
Yeah.
Because if it was up to her, she would have never went that way. She
Yeah.
would have stayed here because her whole focus was here,
Yep.
doing it.
Dude, her
here.
dad's the one that told her to sing in Spanish. She
Yeah.
she spoke English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, props to dude and everything like that. We've talked about Guy and all that stuff on here, but yeah, I mean, she would have tore down Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because even, you know, that now,
It'd be talked about for many of years.
but we have no unifying voice in the Latino community, in the musician side, that transcends both cultures.
Did Ricky Martin do a Super Bowl before?
Yeah.
Or a
no,
feature?
I don't think he did when he was featured.
He was featured
in it.
in one. Yeah.
But he got love.
I mean, the
Yeah.
one, the
He's
one,
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, he got a lot of love from the homies. The other thing is too is I guess one of the ones who is actually Latina is and she does both sides is what's her name? Shaki's man, Shakira.
Oh,
Sure,
she
yeah.
She did a performance.
Yeah.
And she did English and Spanish, and it was received.
Yeah.
And
She did a lot of
everybody
stuff with
loved it.
Beyonce. I think.
Yeah.
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 But she's done her own thing and this and that, whatever. And so it's just like
But to that level, we don't have one.
there is
Not
no
right now.
female who has ever hit Selena's
No.
level.
No.
And
I'm sorry.
still-
and probably
Still.
never will, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just put that stamp
Yeah,
on
yeah,
there, dude.
dude.
Ain't no females gonna reach that.
No.
I'm sorry.
Bro, put any park where you've got mixed culture and put in Selena, bro, and it's gonna be, you're gonna have a reception.
Okay, here we go. This is what it's like. You remember whenever Eminem dropped?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying, oh, here we go, Vanilla Ice all over again.
Yeah.
If any female gets to that platform, just the very beginning platform of Selena, they're going to be like, oh, here we go, wanna be Selena. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's what she's done in...
Sunset Free says, I would have rather seen Big Pun there instead
Yeah.
of Bad Bunny.
Look at Empty too. He got a little sugar in that tank. Talking about
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, our poetic says all the big Latin artists are all on the same side of the political spectrum. Yeah, because everybody just follows. Everybody just follows everybody, man.
But even just culturally impacting like that, like what she was doing, unfortunately, I don't see that, and that's too bad because we've needed that voice to speak up during a lot of different moments, and we don't have it.
Yeah.
We don't have it.
Okay.
The Salvadoran president.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did anybody see that?
No, I didn't.
I
So
think
you
you
know,
sent, I think you sent it, but I'm sorry, I didn't watch it.
It was really good.
was
I'll,
going
I'll
to.
summarize it. So basically, you know how they have that prayer breakfast in the United States has a prayer breakfast every year, I think.
Yeah.
And the Salvadorian president, as you guys know, did that prison. What's it called in El Salvador, where he just cleaned up the streets?
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know, that lockdown. He was an invited guest, and he started proclaiming Christ. He started because I wondered about that because in that prison where they're at, if they convert, the only people that can come into that jail are pastors, not priests,
Yeah, I remember
Christian
you saying.
pastors. And if those people accept Christ and they can work their way down to a lesser prison. Other than that, they're stuck there. There's nothing else. And I wondered, where does that come from? But when I heard the president of El Salvador started to give Jesus Christ the glory, and he started saying that we were the most feared country in the world, and now we're the safest. And he wants the same for America. You know, and it was great, man. It was really good.
I've heard him speak on Christ before.
I never did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've heard him. My only question, I'm just going to throw this in that I have heard Trump be negative towards him. And I don't know
In the
why.
past or recently? Not
in
now.
the last few years.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard him throw some jabs
Yeah.
at him. I don't know why. I don't follow the politics of El Salvador.
I don't know.
I've been to El Salvador 4 different times,
Yeah.
but I don't follow the politics of El Salvador. And I will tell you, when I went, which was pre his presidency, it was a very different El Salvador from what I remember
Did you
compared
hear
to what
it
I
or
hear
no?
from.
Nobody
Nah, I
heard it?
didn't hear it.
Yeah.
It says that the name of it is the Terrorism Confinement Center.
Oh,
They call it the CECOT.
okay.
So that's the one you're talking about, where all the
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
ones.
Gabriel just put it on here, CECOT.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like just crazy doing time there. But they let pastors in daily, giving them Bible studies. They pass out Bibles, like anything to do with the word. They give it to them. They're not going to get novels. They're not going to get movies. They're not going to get nothing. But if it's Christian based, they're going to get it.
Nice.
So it made me wonder
Yeah.
about that.
Where?
Has to come from the president. Where's that coming from? Because he knows, that tells me that president knows that the only way somebody can change is through Christ. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
but-
him speak before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what is changing his
Trump
life?
throws jabs at everyone. Yeah, and honestly, you know, and I don't think Angel's saying this, but just because Trump, if he has said, I mean, Trump ain't the all-knowing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he could be very wrong on people and whatnot.
I just don't know where it's coming. I've heard
Yeah.
him throw little jabs. I just don't know because I don't follow what's happening in El Salvador,
Yeah.
other than the prison. And I knew that there was a Christianity to him because I
Yeah.
heard him speak. Outside of that, I don't know what was going on. So I heard Trump. I just didn't know where that was.
Did you
coming
find some of the stuff he said or no?
Trump?
No,
No,
okay.
I didn't. That prison has 40,000 people in it.
Dang.
Yeah, probably in one cell.
So
I
the
know.
thing about it is like for me, like when I hear about Trump, it's like Trump did a lot of business with the guy. That's why this has become such
Yeah.
a famous prison. So I mean, for him to throw jabs, I don't know.
I think that was before.
I would say that was probably first term, maybe.
No, I heard him even more recent, even as his president. Nothing major, nothing
Yeah.
terrible.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh yeah,
I just
then
have heard
then
little
I'm with
things.
Sunsets Free. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just Trump being Trump.
I just heard little things. I just never knew because I didn't follow what's happening in El Salvador. I just never connected. Like I've always wondered, like
You know, and
Why?
You know, and then the thing about it is like El Salvador. You know, I wonder what happened. Where was his transformation that he found Christ?
Yeah.
Did you grow up that way, or did you like?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be interesting to know.
Because the thing about it is, when people are speaking that boldly, and in a country like that, where you know, like how do you say it? Santa Muerte?
Santa Muerte.
Santeria, Santa
Yeah,
Muerte.
right. Like it's so publicized, bro. It's something completely different for you to be that bold. So something bold in your life had to change your life to be that bold for Christ
But
in that country.
So with that being said and everything like that, if I remember right, I remember when I was in prison, I like because I had to stay in the gym for a little bit, and you know, gym, you're like the group segment goes from like this bunk to this bunk. You know what I'm saying? And so I was fortunate enough to have some border brothers on the side of me from Oakland, right? And so we were just talking and whatever. They didn't like anybody from MS-13, and the reason they didn't like anybody from MS-13 is they said because they believe in the Virgin Mary. They said they were Satan worshipers, at least in the Oakland thing, anyways.
Their impression.
And maybe that's what the El Salvadorian president knows.
You just reminded me of what was said.
And he probably figures if they convert over to Christ, they're dropping out.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
Got it.
I remember now why I sent you guys the link.
Crazy.
You guys got to watch it even after this. Guys, after this, watch the El Salvadorian president talk at the prayer meeting that happened a couple weeks ago. So I completely forgot, but this is the main reason why I wanted to talk about it. He said this. He says, it's impossible to have a big change, these inmates, without the intervention of God. And then he went to characterize, he goes, this is what the world hasn't told you. This is what your media hasn't told you. Is that when we busted these gang members, they were all devil worshipers. They did not say that in American news. He goes, and that is why they need God. That is why that they need prayer. That is why, because they were all devil worshipers. And the fact that he said that,
That's huge.
he characterized the gangs as Satan worshipers. He claimed that gangs in his country worship Satan and are not just involved in murder, rape, and extortion. And he warned the United States that some of these gang elements operate within your country. So that's why I wanted you guys
So that
to
makes more
watch it.
context. That makes more sense.
Yeah, and like I said, this was coming from a border brother. Like, because I told him, I go, brother, you guys are all more or less all the same, right? Like, I didn't know the difference between,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Besides, I know, MS, 13 was, from a different country. I go, but, you guys kind of, click up with Sureños. So, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, and he was like, nah. Like, he kind of took an offense to it. And he was like, nah, we don't get down with them. And I said, well, why? He goes, because, bro. And like, they would wear rosaries. Bro, them dudes are Satan worshipers, bro. We ain't Satan worshipers.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. He's like, we out here doing crime, but we know who God is, And I'm like, all right, bro. So that was his point. He said he didn't, he didn't want to get down with them.
So real quick, Jamal King, I wasn't even talking about what you're saying, so I'm not sure where you said I gave an excuse. We haven't even talked about this subject. But if we say that, let's say I don't give him an excuse for putting Obama's face on the monkey. I found that in bad taste, honestly, me personally.
Yeah.
But if you can say that, then you have to say, okay, so we can't give full excuse to Biden for letting millions of people win. We can't give an excuse to Biden for elevating the LGBTQ and all of that stuff and all. So if we're going to say it for Trump, then I can say, or you give an excuse to all this stuff that is anti-Christ. You know what I mean? So it goes for both, right? If I can sit here and say, you know what?
Did you see the post?
Yeah, if I can,
No, I didn't.
So if I can say, you know what? To me, that wasn't bad taste to put their heads on monkeys. So then can you...
I heard something about
So can
that.
you go and say, you know what? Then there's no excuse for Biden or Newsom or anybody. We got to do it both ways.
Yeah.
Well, like the Epstein commercial that played in the Super Bowl. Me and Justin were talking about this when we were coming in. And it said, and then at the end, it calls out Pam Bondi.
Mm-hmm.
And then to come to find out who was paying for the commercial. And it's like, okay, hold on, time out. I have no problem you calling Pam Bondi on because of what she said, and she was very upfront and everything else. But here's my question. Are you calling out Biden?
Yeah.
Because all this has been going on during the Biden administration as well.
Yeah.
This was going on during the Obama administration as well. So if you're going to call them out, let's name them all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't idolize Trump.
No.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
I heard something about, I didn't see anything.
yeah.
So there's also some people who, like he has said, now, obviously, nobody knows out here whether he did it or he didn't do it. But, he has said, like, that had nothing to do with me. Somebody, could have done that, put it out on Trump and did all that kind of stuff. Basically, like, he got hacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's I've
Then
read
to me,
that as well.
find out.
Yeah.
And if it was somebody internally, let it be public. I fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would. And
Yeah.
he would. I mean,
I'd be good with that.
and look at
I'm
what
good
he's
with that.
look at what he's doing with Trevor Noah. When Trevor Noah made that statement, he said, "Okay, cool. My lawyers will be talking to you very soon."
I didn't like it, honestly, because it's in bad taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like when I've seen people do dummies of Trump and like he's hanging on his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't think we should disrespect any ex-president. I can disagree with Biden, but I think it's an ugly spirit when you start mocking
Yeah.
presidents, whether current or ex. Like, I was excited to see Bush speak. Remember at the PHP meeting a few years ago in Vegas. I know the whole thing with Iraq and this and that, but nevertheless, here's the thing, man. He was a president of the United States. You got to respect the office. You know, so I don't agree when it comes to that, but so I'm not sure where somebody would say I give him excuses. I'm not sure. Nobody asked me.
I think because we were talking about the jabs from Trump,
maybe.
but that was it was a different subject compared to that.
Different subject.
And if that happened, then I think that's wrong.
Yeah. And he says, look up when they confront him.
He doesn't apologize.
Doesn't even try to excuse.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not apologizing for something he didn't do.
Yeah, if he didn't do it,
why am I going to apologize? Because I'm not going to give you a sorry to satisfy you. Screw that nonsense, bro. Like, if I didn't do it, I'm not going to apologize to make you feel good. Because if I say I'm sorry, then that accuses myself.
Yeah.
I just put myself as blame. And so that's what it comes down to.
because they're going to spin that however they're going to spin.
Oh, my God.
So,
they're going to hold on to that. They're like, oh, we got something on Trump.
What's next? And I think it's a slippery slope. And this is why I say that. Because he says, I don't hold presidents on a pedestal. I just vote for those policies are honorable and helpful. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't put Trump on a pedestal. When it came to voting, I'm like, which one is in the direction of what I feel America should be? That's it.
And
other than that, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's like he's just another man.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. You know, they're just another. So same thing with the governor of California is coming up this year, actually. I'm going to just vote for what I think is better for California.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get up all in people's business and, that person don't like ribeyes. I like ribeyes, so I'm going to come on, man.
Well, going back to some our poetic.
You know what it is America wants to be in their feelings
Yeah.
instead of fact.
Yeah.
Our poetic put something earlier, and he put in the book of Romans, Brother Paul said, government was made to curtail evil. And so it's the same thing with presidents and officials, is what the scripture says, that God gives these people authority. That doesn't mean that he grants them grace in their lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so however they live and whatever they choose to do, God used very wicked kings to do a lot of different things, positive and negative, towards the nation of Israel.
Yeah.
And that's just the way that it is. And yet it was, and God said, and I raised this person up.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean at all whatsoever that he approved of their things. And even with Trump, there's a lot of things I can say. I can't say, well, no, that might be different. But there is other presidents that I would differ with, that I can't disagree with every single policy they do.
Yeah.
I can't even sit with a pastor and agree with every single thing, but they're still my brother in Christ. You know what I'm saying?
We sit here and not agree with everything.
So I heard a guy say, okay, so wait a minute, you said two different things. You said, so the first thing I was going to say was, I heard a pastor on a YouTube short, and he was saying, oh my gosh, how he found out that God has chosen Trump.
Yeah.
And then he took it to scripture. He says, because according to what scripture says, is Satan doesn't attack his own.
Yeah.
Right. And then he went ahead and he was like, and if you look at everything that they're going on with Trump, that man is fully attacked by everybody.
Everybody.
And it was just like that. But then you also said, so then we were talking about the voting and putting them on pedestals and doing this and doing that. We started this because you saw an opportunity to help people out, to make sure that they're looking at the full view of where to go in the voting.
Yeah.
And then my brother sent an Instagram that somebody had put together, and it was saying, who are you voting for? And they're asking celebrities. Billy Bong was on The Experience, right? Joe Rogan Experience. And he was like, imagine listening to an effing celebrity talk about his political view. How stupid would that be?
Yeah.
Right? And then it went on like that the whole time. Gene Simmons, right? That's Kiss?
Yes.
Okay, so Gene Simmons, he's on the red carpet with his wife, and they said, who did you vote for? He says, who the F cares? He's all, why do you care? He's all, whenever I was 18 years old, many years ago, I remember I would go into a place, I would close a curtain, and I got to put my vote in, and then I put it into a ballot, and then that's it. It's none of your business who
Absolutely.
I vote for. And you know what? The problem is in today's life is you people, because you want to tell people who they should like, not like, and this and that, whatever. And I thought it was brilliant. And the thing about it is pay attention to the policies. Like that's one of the things that we wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
We wanted to bring
Highlight
here
things.
and pull this down. Hey man, you're gonna vote. This is why I don't like Kamala and Biden to go forward, because they say this, this, and this, and then hide away into the forest like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. So all of this stuff that goes on, understand that the media has you hooked. If you can't think on your own and you're just constantly, like you say all the time, Trump bad.
Yeah.
So like Sunset Free, he says the Chad Bianca, that's that sheriff, right?
Yep.
He said he bent the knee to BLM. I think that's true. I heard that he did. Remember that time when people were bending their knee to BLM and all that? But I want you to understand something, man. And I'm not excusing him at all for that. I don't agree with him doing that. But I just want you to please be reasonable on something. Okay. So about a year ago, there was a Christian rapper that openly, it got exposed that he cheated on his wife. And they got a big old thing, this Christian rapper, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people listened to him. A lot of people would go to his shows or to his whatever, you know? So now, let's say I'm just like, man, you know what? I don't agree with that, this and that, whatever. And then somebody goes back to this YouTube channel and sees that I had that rapper twice at House of Rest. And because of that, they're like, oh, look, David, he is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
He's a hypocrite, and this, and this, and this.
He lets adulterers come on the platform.
He lets adulterers come on the platform. See what I'm saying?
I do.
This is what the media does,
Yeah.
and we got to be careful not to fall for it, because maybe this guy Chad Bianca, maybe he did bend the knee. Well, how does he feel about that today?
Yeah.
Because it'd be messed up, man, if you or anybody would bring up the fact when I had that Christian rapper here at House of Rest, and then you judge me by it today for what he did after the fact that he was here, years after he was here. See what I'm saying? But you can twist it up any old way. You know what I mean? So imagine this. Let's go even deeper. How many of your lives are not on video? But what if it was? Stuff you no longer believe in today, but you did it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But all of a sudden, imagine if people brought that up about you. As if that's who you are today.
Oh, man.
Well, let me ask you, would it be the same thing? And I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me. If like a sitting president did a funeral for like the head of the Ku Klux Klan in their past.
Yeah.
Would that be something equivalent to like something that they involved themselves with in the past? And it not be brought up when
Like
they're
Biden?
running for president as Biden did? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
George Bush and Obama were there as well.
Yeah, I'm just curious, you know. I'm just throwing it out there. Is there any similar?
We got to just be careful, man. Be careful of falling for narratives. All I'm saying is this, is just use reason. Use reason and practical thinking. You know, when somebody wants you to believe something, always say, what's their agenda?
Yeah.
What's this news's agenda in wanting me to believe what they're saying? Do critical thinking. Let's not be lazy.
Yeah.
Do some critical thinking. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's Trump or whether it's Newsom, or regardless of what side of the aisle it is, just always question somebody's agenda of why they're telling you that. Even, forget that, even in the church, all of a sudden somebody comes to me and says, you know what? So-and-so's talking about you. Pastor so-and-so's talking about behind your back. And let's say whether it's true or not, but later I find out that they had an agenda on why they told me that person's talking about me. And I find out that the whole time they wanted that person's ministry.
They were goading.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, man. What's the agenda? That's what we always got to think about.
I know it's getting late. I know we have a couple other topics we wanted to hit, but let's hit on Lil Jon's son.
Yeah. I don't know much about it, so you guys tell me.
All I know is that he came up missing and they found him in the.
I agree, Sunset Free.
In the pond or whatever it was in the back.
Where's Lil Jon from?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So there's in a swamp?
He was an adult son. Yeah, his adult son was, I think he was 27 years old.
They think it might have been drug activity too.
Yeah.
Was he shot? Was he
drowned? Like he drowned.
Oh, he drowned.
Yeah, they said that the neighbors had seen him. He didn't look right. He looked like he was on one, and I seen some different interviews and stuff of him because he was doing music.
Yeah.
And then had, I guess he had a battle with drugs.
Who's Lil Jon?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I just want to make sure.
I was gonna put a grill on.
Is he the one that says
He's in that song with Usher.
that one song? Something for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Turn
down for
Oh
what?
yeah, that's him then.
Yeah.
So his son died,
27
not
years old.
foul play. He probably drowned or something, or that.
We don't know.
Or that's the mystery of it. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that they seen him. He didn't look right. He was
Yeah.
on drugs.
Wow.
Um,
See, and it's like I don't know nothing about him, but that's sad because
Absolutely.
that's his son. Regardless of what was going on, that's a loss of life.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, that's someone's boy. It doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you already know you have adult sons now.
Yeah.
That's still your baby.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
Lost
no matter
my
what.
son,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
still your
So-
baby.
Still my baby.
forever.
See, so that's horrible, man. That's horrible for him. Just prayers for his family.
27-year-old Lil Jon, rapper Lil Jon Nathan Smith is the 27-year-old son. Found dead in Georgia pond on February 6, 2026 after going missing. Divers recover his body near his home in Milton, Georgia, following a 3-day search. Police suspect no foul play. Milton police and other agencies searched the area leading to discover his body. Expressed deep heartbreak remembering their son as a talented, warm-hearted, and that's the kind of stuff.
Wow.
So, I mean, to you, Lil Jon, I mean, if you see it, if you don't, trust me, man, there's prayers that are going out for your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know I can speak for all of us that we don't need to know you to pray for you. We don't need to know you to talk to God, and our hearts will cry out with you and stand in agreement as you move to God. I know this man knows God. He might do some worldly music and stuff like that, but over the years, if you pay attention, just the smallest little things, man, he knows who God is.
Yeah.
And it's very, very unfortunate in a time like this. And I know for myself, I didn't want to hear nothing about what God needed or, he wanted, all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
hopefully, Lil Jon, you ain't hearing none of it, man. But I know you know God, man. So that's all that matters.
Amen.
Yeah, no, just my heart. And the other thing that I, when I thought about it was just like, to the world, and a lot of people, it's like, dude, money. And it's like he had all this wealth, and he worked. Lil Jon worked really hard to do that industry and everything else that he did, and all that. But it's just, and it
Just sucks,
family,
bro.
yeah,
Well, I bet he'd give it all up.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
He gave it all up to
Ever son back.
have his son back. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So is that all the subjects we were talking about? Or?
We had Candace. We had.
You can trust me, she'll do a lot
Oh,
more
I know.
by next week. Dude.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't think too much about it, because trust me, there'll be more.
Anything else? Other subjects that we didn't get to, or get to?
Oh, just the Long Beach mayor.
Oh yeah. Can we do that for
Yeah.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
So guys, what do you guys think about this? The mayor of Long Beach was on his live phone and said all 500 gangs. He started saying Mexican gangs, black gangs, Samoan, the Asian gangs. I want all the leaders to come to City Hall and talk to me about getting ICE out and taking the city back. What do you guys think about it? He's calling the gangs to take the city back from ICE.
Can I give my input on that?
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
All right. So here's my input on it, right? So he's calling gangs, right? A lot of these street gangs aren't supposed to communicate with the canine. Ain't that right? Ain't that, you're not supposed to work with them. You're not supposed to talk with them. So for me, if I was still in that lifestyle, if I seen somebody go work with the mayor, bro, I'd be hot.
Yeah.
That would just be me. That would be my mindset. That would be like,
I would deem them all no good.
yeah, exactly. Know what I'm saying? Oh, you went and worked with who? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got friendship now?
Let's send this to the homies
The
and see what
moment
they
you
say.
go show up to that meeting,
Yeah.
there's going to be a wire to every prison saying that you went and had a meeting
Yep,
with the mayor.
with the mayor. So my honest opinion is, if that's the life you want to keep living, don't show up.
But my thing is, what do you think about the mayor?
But
doing
but the
this? What
mayor
about
doing
him?
that. I mean, honestly, we know why the mayor is doing it. So for me, like the mayor, I'm gonna be kind of honest, and I'm just gonna say I think he's a moron to do it because you know what, it's gonna go on to be even more because once he's done with ICE, what's he gonna do with the gangs? Especially when he's giving them all this freedom to fight back already.
What
What is it he's calling the deuce?
that's my question. Like what
He wants them to
is he gonna
attack
give
ICE.
them arms? Is he gonna train
That
them?
doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. I mean, because you know if they started attacking ICE, you know the National Guard and so on and so forth, they're gonna start stepping in, and bro, that's just gonna be a war zone.
So if
out
that
there.
happens, he's on video calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, like our boy.
Well, let me say this.
That dude just committed a crime trying to work with organized crime.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
That's
I
a
agree.
Rico. So
Yeah.
let me say this. So the insurrection of January 6th supposedly was Trump
Exactly.
getting the people to do that. What's the difference? So this guy's riling up City Hall and gang leaders to. It's the same difference. It's the,
not the same.
No, but I'm saying it's.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, just on, it's not the same because that's not what Trump said.
No, I know.
Neither
But I'm
said what
talking
Trump-
their
yeah.
accusations.
Yeah, the optics of it. Yeah, but for him to say that directly, specifically,
Two gang leaders
against United States
officers.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that to me,
bro, yeah.
I don't care if you're voted in, you need to be arrested.
Yep.
yeah.
You need to be arrested.
Yep.
Republican or Democrat, I don't care.
Our
you need to be
poetic.
arrested.
That
You
dude
can't
has
have-
committed a crime trying to work with organized crime. Wow.
Okay, so I guess Christy Nome reached out to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's who they're talking about. It doesn't. Officials with the Department of Homeland Security could not immediately be reached out for comment on Thursday. Martinez says that he spoke with Long Beach police and got a call from the FBI after the video was posted. I was like, holy Toledo. Oh, okay, so maybe not Christy Nome. From the FBI, I was recalling a phone call. He said the federal agent questioned him. Has gang members reached out to you? He told her no, they had not. Have you reached out to any gang members? He said he had not. What do you expect about today? He told her only a peaceful community rally in silence. When she asked how many people were expected to show up, he told her just one, himself. I learned in life only you can only count on yourself, he said. The call ended shortly. And then I guess that he got death threats. Somebody said that, where did I read it? That he didn't, I had so many death threats predominantly from MAGA, white supremacists, because I didn't call on white gangs. So I guess they were kind of hurt by that, Martinez said in an interview on Thursday.
Yeah. Look what Jamal said. I didn't know this. Thank you for that. He goes, to be fair,
Holy Toledo.
David, he's not officially the mayor. He's running for that position. He comes from that life, now trying to be a politician.
All right, then he should have his name removed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Name removed.
Well, man, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And he needs to have his. Dude, I
Comes
got hit.
from what life?
I got
the street
I
life?
get, dude. I got RICO'd. I got hit for a federal RICO for being a rapper. So if I got hit with a RICO, what the heck do you think this guy should be hit
So I'm
with?
saying, just okay. Whether he goes to prison or not for his stupidity of what he said, take his name off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
At least minimum, take his name off. Take his
Palm
name off.
Beach Mayo candidate Martinez.
That should be like
posted a
pulling a fire
video
alarm.
Calling 55 gang
Right.
leaders to gather. So according to it, did you see the video?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is saying leaders.
Yeah, he wanted the leaders.
Dang, so you really were trying to call the
Yeah.
Warriors together, huh?
The Warriors. That's what I said. He did he go to watch Warriors on stream and got excited?
Can you dig it?
Yeah, dude, that's wild. You're
This
a wild one.
you're an
Hey,
idiot.
man, LA, bro, you guys are crazy. Between Bass and you, bro, man, y'all are wild, dude.
An idiot.
Get it. Get it, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Is that crazy, dude? I know some crazy people. That's stupid.
But that's what I'm saying. But for the local, I don't know who would be in charge of that or what. But for the local authorities there to allow his name to continue to run after a statement like that, dude, no, you need to have your name revoked.
Jamal King, is he still trying to run?
Bro, do you remember whenever Trump got hit in the ear?
Mm-hmm.
And remember all the gang members that were hitting, like doing Instagram saying, "Hey Trump, man, you need some real like, bro, you called on the gangs who were wanting to go work for Trump."
Exactly. Well, dude, how many videos when all the BLM stuff was going on? How many videos did you see where gang members were beating up white dudes, dude, that were coming in with masks and trying to mess up their cities?
Yeah.
Like, dude, no, you ain't doing that over here.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, don't try to change the narrative of that.
Yeah.
That was the pink, blue-haired white folks that were walking in there. Dude.
Exactly.
Like, hey, bro, you don't belong here. You need to go back to Orange County.
There was a video in Long Beach, dude.
Yeah.
If you remember, there was
I do.
there was that video in Long Beach where they were trying to come up, and a bunch of the black gang members who came up, and they started beating up the white dudes.
Oh,
who were
yeah,
trying
I
to break
seen
the
that,
glass.
yeah.
And they're like, not here, not here, dude.
But see, you know, and that's crazy because I had this conversation with somebody earlier, like last week, I think it was, and I'm like, I remember in the '90s, right? And I remember doing stupid stuff, even just talking smack to the cops, right? Yeah. Especially 100-degree weather, bro, and a tank top, and just the cop just pushing me to the car, and then just putting my face on his hot hood, bro, and leaving it on there. And I'm like, it's burning. He's shut up. And I'm just like, oh, like, and now I'm at a point, you know what I'm saying? And then he lets me up and he lets me breathe and I start talking smack again. And there I go back onto the hood. Bro, what happened to that type of, like, police, you know what I'm saying?
That good old-fashioned police beating?
No, the good old-fashioned police hospitality, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been hogtied because I kicked my leg one time and one fell, bro. So they hogtied me and threw me in the back seat, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What happened to that type of hospitality,
Good
bro?
old-fashioned police work.
Bring that back.
Yeah, good old-fashioned beating with the baton.
Yeah. I never got the privilege of the elevator ride in the county because I heard about it, but
What happened to them old-fashioned rides of the country?
yeah.
Lump you up a little bit.
Oh, man. Oh, you mean like they did in Menace? And they took us over where the essays were at, man, hoping that they would beat us up. But the essays were cool, though.
Hey, Tracy PD used to do that back in the 80s. They would take you out to the country. So you'd see somebody all beat up the next day. What happened to you? Oh, man, cops, man.
And one time rolled up, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's either go to the police station or get beat up. I just got beat up.
Okay, and in that case, didn't we just take it and just say, all right, that's cool? You know what I'm saying?
Just take it.
Yeah.
Look what Daniel put.
Just take that.
He said they used to call them fish fries in Houston with hot hoods.
Yeah, bro. Bro,
What happened to you? Fish fry.
Bro, and I'd get up and my face would just be burnt, bro. Like,
That's funny.
Oh, man,
I never
bro.
argue with cops, so I never got fish fried.
I
No.
just had a real bad
I don't
habit
like
of time. If
seafood.
it wasn't, you didn't have that badge, and they would just walk me over to the front of the car. They wouldn't say anything, bro, and then they just shove me back down, bro, and just leave my face on the hood, bro. And I'm like,
no stinking bad. All right, guys. Well, we're at, I don't know. I know it's late.
40s.
Yeah.
Hour 45.
We had a lot to talk. Hopefully, hey guys, if you guys enjoy this, can you give us a like if you
Thumbs
enjoyed
up.
this? Just so we know, hit like and share this and let us know and let people know every Tuesday we do this. We just talk about everything and talk about nothing, and then you get to hear this. So that's cool.
For the record.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For the record. Wait.
For the record. For the record. For the record. For
You
the
don't
record.
know now, you know.
Yeah. If you don't know what that is, guys, I don't want to let this die. I want you to never forget that Pastor Furtick said this.
I'm clapping. I'm praising. I feel like I just snorted cocaine or something. I'm so excited. And I never did that before. For the record. For the record. For the record. For the record.
So
But I'm
I
clapping my
always, every time I hear that, I just want to clarify it, man.
It's not all of us.
I have done that before. And
For the record?
No way.
And that is the effects of what he was talking about.
Yeah.
is that why you had so many heart attacks?
So
It
all
probably
right.
was.
So we're gonna end this, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. This same channel, make sure you subscribe because you get our Bible studies on Wednesday. You get our Sunday services on Sunday, and on Tuesday we're sitting here just talking about different things happening around the world. And we just appreciate you guys. We know there's a million other channels you could be watching, but you choose to watch us knuckleheads, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Peace. Be blessed.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Bye.